Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Acid Cat bringing you another World War II video, and in today's video I'll be discussing how the Record and the Red Talon sword are actually linked together in order to get a second combination for the Voice of God, which will be required to complete the hardcore Easter egg. With all that being said, hope you all enjoy the video, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you at the end. Alright, so to start out, the first thing we're going to have to do is find some keepsakes and enigma machines in order to get a record unlocked from the toy shop display. So if you don't know how to get the record already, I'll actually have my how to unlock the record video linked in the description below. Okay, so once you've gotten all your keepsakes and enigma machines figured out, you can go ahead and pick up your record, which will spawn in this drawer. I already picked up mine, so the next thing will be to activate the lightning rod tower and then turn on the right hand of God. Once you have the lightning rod tower done, go ahead and activate your right hand of God. Once you get both halves of the coin, you can run down to the Emperor's chamber, pick up the sword. Now that we have the sword and the record, we can go ahead and turn this weather vane. It'll be kind of twitching a little bit, so you can actually go ahead and interact with it. It's going to spin and point in one of three directions. So if it's pointing to the right, it's going to be right there. As you can see, there's a little bit lighter square. It's going to have a light on it that you can shoot. If it's facing where mine is, it's going to be right in this window. You'll see a little yellow light that you can actually shoot at, and if it's facing to the left, it's going to be right here. Once you actually shoot that light, it's going to turn a water wheel down on the dock, just right there. And as you can see, there's a Tesla coil on it that you can actually go ahead and shoot. I already shot it, so obviously it's not going to light up for me. When you shoot that, it's actually going to turn on the power for the pub, so you can then run over here into the pub and insert the record into the gramophone. And basically what you need to do now is just get kills quickly next to this thing. If you're too slow, it's not actually going to ever charge up. It will kind of act like it's charging up, but it actually won't. And to get these souls collected, you do actually have to use the sword. So I think you have to get like 30 to 50 kills really quickly in order to get this to actually work. And once it works, you'll start hearing some clicking, and this light on the side will actually start flashing some green, which will give you an indication of numbers that you can then put into the Voice of God. Okay, so before we actually get started charging the record, I'm just going to point out some tips. So the first tip I would suggest is grabbing some jacks. The second tip would be to get Slappy Taffy or the double melee damage perk, just to make it a little bit easier. The third tip I would have to say would probably be to do this on a pest wave. There will also not be any bombers or whistlings that will spawn unless you're unlucky, I guess. Other than that, I guess I would have to say the last tip would be to stay out of the corner as much as possible. And basically what I mean by that is there's basically a certain range that you can still collect souls. So you basically just try to stay as far up as you can. So like right around here or something, you should still be able to collect souls. I'll be back with some gameplay on charging the record when I get to round 20. Sorry if this part here is a little quiet, I just wanted to make a little note here. I ended up trying to get this on pretty much all of the waves between 20 to 25, and there just wasn't enough zombies, so I had to go until round 26. So if you're playing solo, 26 honestly might be the lowest round you can actually get this done on. Alright, as you can see, I got it to charge on round 26. You'll hear a little bit like an activation noise, and then you'll start hearing some clicking, which then you can go over to the record and actually get the combination off of. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that works. There's going to be a pause in between each number, and at the end of the cycle it's going to flash red. So right there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we got 3, 5, 4, 1. Now that we have our combination, I'll go ahead and show you how you actually go about entering that into the Voice of God. So unlike the paintings, you're not actually going to correlate any of the numbers with the birds. You're just going to go clockwise around the Voice of God. So I actually went ahead and entered the record code, and it didn't work. So I actually ended up having to go around the map and get the painting codes using the Brenner head and put that one in first, and then after I put that one in, it ended up letting me put in the record code. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is before you enter the record code, you have to do the painting code. So either way, you have to do both of them. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know for the codes. There's going to be the one for the painting, and then there's going to be the one for the record. And once you do that, it'll actually give you the activation of the voice of God thing in your notebook there, where it says altars. The third one over is the voice of God. All that out of the way, that completely covers the record and the sword and how they're linked together. So I'm just going to end it there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.